time. I wanna dance with you under the light. I toasted a wild one, I toasted a good life, I toasted the lovers, I toasted you and I toasted a wild one, to you and I, to you and I feel the party coming on, and I know you'll come along when you hear it in your ear, yeah. I know you're feeling the way we're moving. Nothing can stop it. We gon' let off the edge. I've been feeling it all day. I wanna let it go. I wanna lose control. Oh, I'm ready to roll. And I've been daydreaming about this night for a long time. I wanna dance with you under the light. I toasted a wild one, I toasted a good life, I toasted the lovers, I toasted you and I toasted a wild one, to you and I, to you and I toasted a wild one, I toasted a good life, I toasted the lovers, I toasted you and I toasted a wild one, to you and
Good. Oh my God, are you okay?
I inhaled for the good, and I choked on saliva.
Never stumbled over the good.
I know. I inhaled on the good.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
I tripped over myself.
Okay.
I'm okay. Actually, now my throat hurts a little bit.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Good morning, millennials. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. I am back from Milwaukee. Very happy to be here. Couldn't have loved the Milwaukee Toasters anymore. Like, what a crowd. What a just like a good vibe people, you know? Like, they just like love where they're from, and like I really enjoyed them.
That's exciting. Do you guys have a good time in Wisconsin?
It was very short. Like, the second we got to the hotel, we had to leave. Like, it was in and out, which I love because I love to just be in my own bed. But me and Margot had quite an experience on our flight home.
Oh, we did.
Oh, right. Share with the class, why don't you?
So me and Margot were at the Pabst Theater in Milwaukee, which is a great venue, and it has 3 major rooms that you can perform in. And obviously the biggest one I was not in. I was in like one of the smaller ones. And one of the guys at the venue told me that Jim Gaffigan's playing there that night. And I was like, oh, can I get a ticket? But our shows were at the same time. So like me and Margot really had wanted to go, but we were on at the same time, so there's no way I could have went. And then me and Margot were in the Milwaukee airport yesterday morning, and we're sitting at the gate, and Jim Gaffigan comes over.
And I just want to say, we were sitting there, and I didn't look up. I heard he has the most distinctive voice
He asked
ever.
someone at the desk something.
So I heard his voice, and I was like, no way.
Margot was like this. She's her head's down. She goes, Jim Gaffigan's here.
Like, I just need to look up to confirm it, but I knew.
Like, we love him, and it was just, like, so crazy, and he sat down at the gate, and he was eating a sandwich. He was very on brand, like, the whole thing, you know? And I wasn't going to bother him when he was eating, and I really didn't want to bother him at all, but, like, Margot was, like, really, like, pushing me to do it.
She had to. He's a fellow comic.
Yeah, no, I
She had
know.
to.
But, like, I just feel like he's the type of guy who does not like to be bothered, you know?
Yeah, I know. I understand why you were trepidatious,
Yeah.
but you had to.
So everyone stood up to board, and I just like tapped him, and I was like, I just want to say I'm a huge fan, like I love your special, and he was like, thanks, and like I was really awkward, and I just like wanted to die, you know, and it was not like the magical meeting, like he didn't ask me to go on tour with him, like that's what I thought was gonna happen, you know,
To open for
and I
him.
was like, damn, I wish I didn't do that. I was so awkward.
No,
I was like,
when
hey, I'm like, you know, big
When
fan.
you confront a celebrity, like it has the potential to ruin that celebrity for you just because you cringe at the thought of yourself. Like
Yep.
the celebrity could have been fine, but like when you think about the way that you behaved, it's like you can't think about this person
No,
again.
like literally, Jackie, once I was
I
over,
know.
I had like a tear in my eye. I was so awkward. It was just like the body language was not there. And like, I'm like, that's my meeting with Jim Gaffigan. Like, I'm so upset, you know?
Snatching, you know who that happened with us with?
Madeline Petch.
Oh my God, it wasn't just that. She gave us a pit.
Yeah, she gave us.
She was rude to you guys.
She was, yeah, it was just, but it's like,
she wasn't,
it probably
her management
wasn't,
was.
it probably like wasn't her fault. It's like, just, but the way that we approached it.
Right.
You know?
It's mutual, you know.
Mutual cringe.
It was just weird.
Yeah. So me and Margot then boarded like 3 people behind him. He was sitting in row 2. I was sitting in row 3. So I got up to row 2 and I put my bag up to row 2. And thankfully, me and Margot were both wearing the new merch, the teal TMT sweaters.
Which are flying off the shelves. It's
We were
like
restocking in
harder
2 weeks.
to get. It's harder to get than Virgil for Louis Vuitton.
Then herpes.
Yeah.
Actually, herpes is
Hers
pretty
is really
easy.
easy to get.
Yeah.
So I'm putting my bags up and he's like staring at me and I'm like, I wonder if he's gonna say anything. And then he's like, what is that? Like your sweatshirt. And I was like, oh, it's my podcast. He's like, what's it called? And I said, The Morning Toast. And then he goes, do you have another podcast? I'm like, no. He's like, girl. I'm like, oh, girl with no job. Yeah, I'm the one who's always commenting on your Instagrams. And he was like, yeah, you were at the Pabst Theater last night. I'm like, yes, I was. I guess we were like on the bill together. Like maybe he saw a picture of me like when he was walking down the hallway, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes. And I was like, this is my sister Margot. And then we had like a lovely, you know, it was like peers chatting, you know, as peers do. And it was just like such a better way to have met Jim Gaffigan. Like when I now tell people the story, I'm going to leave out the beginning part,
Right.
you know?
But you'll tell your closest toasters.
Right, no, and like if anyone asks, like Jim Gaffigan like recognized me.
He recognized
He
her.
recognized me.
He did,
For
right,
sure.
Margot?
Yeah.
It was very humbling.
Well, because he was like staring at us as we were walking on
Yes!
the plane, and I was like, I feel like he's about to say something.
Margot,
or,
me too.
Or he's just like, why are these losers matching?
Right.
Those were the two
Oh,
things that I was thinking.
Or he's like, what's TMT? Just thinking, what's
Right.
TMT?
Yeah, but like he was looking with a close eye. I was like, something's about to happen.
But it's just so crazy because like he's just like a regular guy, like, but he's like literally one of the biggest touring acts in the world. And like I was watching him the whole flight. I'm like, what does one of the most successful comedians in the world do on a plane?
What does he do?
So he had like this big stack of papers. It looked like he was a professor grading papers. Methinks he was probably writing jokes. But he had like, you know, those paper clips that are like black and with the
Yeah.
metal. He like had that. It was a real teacher vibe, like a professor aesthetic.
Maybe it's a script.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
and then he
yeah.
was jotting some things down and then he fell asleep. And then when we landed, I saw him tweet something and then I like went to his Twitter on my phone to like see what it was. And it was like a trailer for some movie he's in.
That's
I was just
funny.
so shocked by how normal he was. Like Kevin Hart doesn't travel like that.
Yeah.
Do you know
And
what
they're
I mean?
equally as successful in
Yeah.
terms of touring.
In terms
Yeah.
of like, he is huge, and he had like no security. Just
Yeah, it was crazy.
A plain Jane
Yeah.
on the plane.
A plain
And then
Jane.
like I was sitting right behind him and I was like thinking about all the funny things he's like said in his specials. He was like, do you know what? It was just funny. Like, and then I was like laughing behind him, like giggling at his jokes.
I think I know the moral of the story here.
Okay.
Is that if you want to have like a positive conversation with a celebrity and get recognized, you need to be wearing Morning Toast merch.
No, I
Basically.
just want to say like nothing bad has ever come from wearing Morning Toast
No.
merch. Only good things.
Only good things.
Oh, except I had this crazy man sit next to me on the plane, and he first sat down. He was like, "Where's your friend?" I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, the one with the matching suitcases and the matching sweatshirt."
Oh, we also had our pink away suitcases. We looked like incredible losers.
yeah,
like,
we really
that's
did.
always
I'm just
what we
glad I
look
was
like.
wearing my pink feelers too.
yeah. Oh my god, I was wearing my pink feelers.
So everyone apparently noticed.
Of
that
course.
we were
It was a
this-
plane of 20 people. Like
Yeah.
we were shocking looking.
From Wisconsin,
Right, like, they
I
never
don't
saw-
I don't think they see that much pink on the
Oh,
daily.
also another interesting factoid that I think you will find particularly interesting is Jim Gaffigan had an away suitcase.
What color?
Black.
Interessant.
Yeah.
Quite interesting.
I was really just like obsessed with like watching him. It was really a great experience.
I'm so happy for you
I've never
guys.
been on a plane with a real celeb ever.
Really?
Like
Oh
one
my
time,
God.
Devin Windsor
I
was
mean,
on my flight.
and
but
one
that
time I
doesn't
was
count.
with Stanley Tucci.
No, you weren't.
weren't.
Jackie, this guy was sitting in coach on the flight back from LA, and
Okay,
Jackie's
it was
texting
extra
all of us.
leg room.
No, it
Jackie's
wasn't. It was
texting-
like literally row 25.
Exit row.
Okay, it was the exit. Shut up.
Jackie was texting all of us like, "You guys, I'm sitting next to Stanley Tucci." And we were all sitting on different parts of the plane, and then when we're leaving, Jackie's pointing out, she's like, "That's him," and we're like, "That is not him."
It was not him.
He was
He
just
was
bald and had
incognito.
glasses.
He was incognito.
But that actually reminds me of a story that I didn't get to share on the toast about sitting next to celebrities on planes. On my way back from LA, I was flying LAX to JFK. And it's always a star-studded affair. That Delta line, LAX JFK. On my way there, I saw Margaret Cho. It's always just like a good time. And on my way back, I'm sitting, and the person next to me doesn't show up, which means only one thing when you're flying LAX to JFK: a celebrity's coming. They board very last, and they get escorted. And I was just like really excited. And then all of a sudden, I look up, and the flight attendant is bringing my seatmate, and it's Henry Winkler. Yeah, the Fonz or whatever it is. And I was like, oh my God, I was so excited. And it was like around Rosh Hashanah time, and he was like, oh, hi. And I'm like, hi. And I'm like, join me. And then he goes, will you switch seats with my wife? And I was like, fine. And so I did. And then the flight attendant was very grateful to me, and so was Henry Winkler. He grabbed my cheek, and he said, Shana Tova. And I said, thank you, Henry Winkler. And it was just such a great affair. And then he was talking to me the whole time. Like, he was such a nice guy. Like, truly, he felt like the grandpa of the plane. You know, like he was everyone's grandfather.
Yeah. I can't deal with a cheek grab, but I'm happy for you regardless.
It was very sweet. He had soft hands. I didn't mind it.
No, that's so...
I love Henry Winkler.
That's so
Winkler.
violating.
I wasn't wearing makeup. If I was wearing makeup, I would have been... I don't even know what the right word is, like, for how astounded I would have been. Like,
Yeah.
no, I had fresh face. I didn't care.
Okay.
Fresh fotch.
Fresh fotch. Speaking of fotch, how's Fachemin?
Theo's perfect. Just another night being my son, sleeping in my crotch. Like, I can't ask for anything else. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
it's such a special bond that we have, and I feel lucky and grateful to be his mother every day of my life.
Wow, I love to hear it.
Yeah.
And
Truly.
I have fake Vach in my home.
Oh, right.
Oh my God. So at the meet and greet in Wisconsin, first of all, I got some of the best gifts ever. You are going to love this story. This girl comes up. So the way that it works in meet and greet is that they collect all the gifts and they put it on a table. So this girl.
Like your bat mitzvah.
Yeah. This girl came up and she was like, these two girls, they were like super cute. I'm like, we're so sorry. Like, we went to dinner and we like took home our leftovers, and I guess the people here thought that it was a gift for you. So our leftovers is like a half-eaten pizza and like some spaghetti in a bag for you. And I was like, honestly, it's the best gift I ever got.
That's hilarious.
And then two camp toasters, remember Lauren Hakimi, G4, and Lisa, they came to the show and they brought me, there's this company where you can upload pictures and dimensions and get a stuffed animal that's an exact replica of your dog. So I opened the box and at first I screamed. I thought it was a real dog. And then I just opened it and I was just like, oh my God, it was so amazing. And then it was like in our hotel room, it was in the green room, and it was freaking me out. Like it looks so much like Theo and just like the same coloring and the same dimensions. Like it was so freaky, but it was truly one of the greatest gifts I ever got.
We need to get it to Tig, see how he reacts.
Yeah.
He's going to be freaked out.
He's going to be freaked out.
Maybe
You should
in a
keep
good
it.
way.
You should keep it.
No, then we should bring it on tour with us everywhere we go.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay,
Make you
that's taking
sad.
up like a lot of space in
Yeah,
the luggage.
we only carry on.
True.
Except this week, oh my God, I forgot, we have such a busy week. Tomorrow's Yom Kippur.
Ugh,
I'm really not looking forward
Pray for
to
us. Wow, we'll be praying for you.
I'll be repenting, atoning, apologizing, slapping my chest, like such a hard day. I'm really not looking forward to like facing my
sins.
Like, and you know, they say in like the last 10 days, like the 10 days leading up to Yom Kippur, like you're supposed to be better, you know?
Yeah.
Like do some repentance.
Oh, I feel like I haven't.
I feel like I've been really trying to draw back on my shit talking, but it's so hard. Like it's literally my job.
That's true. There was like one instance where I was like committing lashon hara, and I was like,
Lashon hara is gossip in Hebrew.
I was thinking, I was like, these are the 10 days. Like I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, no. Like that's always the one. It's like every year you think I'd like grow and evolve.
Do you think that having a Finsta is a sin?
Ooh, that is really interesting.
Do you think that sharing, like screenshotting someone's picture and sending to someone is a sin?
That is lashon
I don't know if
hara.
it's a sin,
I don't
but-
think having a Finsta and stalking people is the crime. I think the crime is then sending and like making fun or gossiping.
Yeah. Okay. Say I don't write anything, but I just screenshot something and send it to someone.
No, you-
and I don't say anything mean about it. I'm just like sharing information.
No, there's an underlying tone. You're not sharing it because you think it's cool.
Like I think it's so lashon hara-y.
Yeah.
But what about when someone's like doing or posting something so cringeworthy?
No, I know. It's like you reacting to it and feeling like it's cringe isn't the sin. The sin is then sharing it and making fun of the person like with your friends or sisters.
Well, luckily, like I don't partake very much in Finsta-ing. I'm just really feel like if there's someone that I hate enough to follow, like they deserve my follow. Because that's how I feel about people with me. Like if you're just like looking at my page to lurk, like the least you could do is follow me.
Yeah.
And by the way, like I don't look at my views. I don't know. I won't. You know.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know.
But anyways, we are heading to LA this Saturday, which is very exciting because we are kicking off Toast LA Week, lining up some amazing guests. We are kicking off the week with my show at the Ace Theater Sunday. Tickets available at girlwithnojob.com. I'm very excited. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we are...
Not Monday.
Oh, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday,
Thursday,
Friday.
Friday.
Sorry. We are banging out some premium Toast episodes. We're going to have guests. It's not going to be live, but it is going to be podcast and video uploaded to our podcast channel and to our YouTube channel. So don't worry, you could watch or listen. And then me and Margot are headed to San Diego and San Francisco on Friday. I got one show in San Diego, tickets available at girlwithnojob.com, and 2 shows in San Francisco. I believe they might be sold out, but feel free to check it out. You know, you could get updates. Did I mention it's at girlwithnojob.com?
Nice. Well,
I'm feeling very promo-y today. Make that coin. Ay.
anything else?
Just like follow me on Instagram, follow Theo on Instagram, Pub with No Job, even though his social media manager has like taken a hiatus.
You know, well, Theo, he's interesting because he's kind of like, he doesn't want to share too much with the public. Like he wants to keep some things private, but he knows that people do need that dose of precious gem every once in a while. But he's just really keeping to himself. Also, he doesn't leave his house, so there's not so much he can do.
No, but like his mother does send the social media manager, excuse me,
What she thinks are premium photos.
Oh my God, the one I sent last night was so premium.
So cute, but I've seen it on Theo's Instagram like a million times.
I know, but we need to be churning out content if he's going to become the social media star that he's supposed to be.
He needs to leave his house if he's going to become
He
a social
does,
media
but it's so
star.
hard to get a picture of him outside when then the leash is in it so ugly. New York is disgusting.
It's not easy work, premium content. No one ever said it was easy.
Nobody said it was easy. Okay.
Do you think it's time?
I believe I have shamelessly promoted myself enough, and I think I think it's time. I don't want to. Oh, also, let's talk about Dancing with the Stars at the end, Margot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look forward to hearing your guys' update.
Oh,
Did you
also-
watch Kardashians?
No, because I had a show on Sunday. And also Real Housewives of Atlanta premiered yesterday, and I think we should be recapping it on the show. So I recorded it, and I have to watch that and Kardashians.
Okay, cool. Well, without further ado, it is time for the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
And it's time, for sure. But I have to share another interesting story from Milwaukee. At the meet and greet, I gave this girl a hug. She was so cute, and I'm like, oh my God, bitch, you smell so good. She said, Scentbird.
She signed on and she smelled amazing?
Right, but then even better is that me and Margaret were in the hotel room going to sleep, and I was freezing, so I put on the sweater that I wore during the meet and greet because it was the only sweatshirt I had, and oh my God, poof, I smelled like Prada. It was amazing, like what a wonderful way to sleep. So if anyone thinks that those small Scentbird bottles aren't potent, this is scientific proof that it is.
Small yet powerful, just like us.
Scentbird is a luxury fragrance subscription service for perfumes and colognes. They have more than 600 designer brands for you to choose from each month. Choose the perfume you want to try, and they'll send you a 30-day supply. If you're not sure what type of scent you're looking for, you can sort and find your new fragrance by brand, style, occasion, season, and more. Plus, they have products from other categories like skincare, wellness, and makeup. They carry brands like Kopari, Glam Glow, Glow Recipe, Tarte, and so many others. And with an exclusive offer just for our listeners, you can get 30% off your first month today. That's only $10 for your first fragrance. Go to scentbird.com/toast or use our code TOAST for 30% off your first month. Again, that's scentbird.com/toast for you to try your first perfume or cologne for just $10. Sign on, smell amazing.
There's really no excuse to not smell amazing.
Also,
with
I know
Scentbird.
Ben co-hosted the toast yesterday, and we were in bed last night. He's like, "Are you using a natural deodorant?" I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I don't know, your glands, it's really bad. You should be using a natural deodorant." I'm like, "How do you know that?" He said, Kopari. I'm like, Ben doesn't realize he's been using my Kopari for like 3 weeks.
LOL. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he was
The
really
more you know.
He was really concerned about, putting aluminum near your breast.
That's what he
follicles.
said. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And
So,
I'm like, I have been on the natural
the Morning
deodorant
Toast
train.
is quite the educational program.
Truly.
What can we say?
We're sponsored by PBS.
It's Education Connection.
It's Education Connection. Get connected for free. I was just singing that song with one of my friends, and I wondered, is that a regional commercial, or like does everyone know that?
No, I think everyone knows it. And then like Lindsay Lohan, she was doing commercials for Lawyer.com.
I was working for an hourly wage. I went to high school, didn't do great. Still, I gotta make more cash. More education is what I'm looking at. If I get a degree, I will make a bigger salary. So now I've got to see which college is right for me. I went on the internet and found Education Connection. I took something to find out my direction. I'm taking my classes online, getting a degree of my own time. Education Connection, match me with the right college for free. Get connected for free. I can't believe I remember that whole song.
Wow, I'm honestly like so impressed.
Oh, what a fucking banger. That is like ad agency, like whoever came up with that like deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Deserves a Grammy.
Yes, literally. Not even Grammy because musically, but because it's like it's hooked. It's literally forever. I will be singing that song in my
And
80s.
we could get connected for free with Education Connection.
Margaret, go to educationconnection.com. Is it still a website?
And if it is, and they want to sponsor the toast, we will sing that song
I will
every day.
please.
That song will play.
It'll be my dream.
That song will play
Instead of toast at the beginning of every episode.
Yeah. So Education Connection, if you're watching,
Yeah, free college
you have a
matching
deal.
site.
You
Wow,
have a deal.
it was such a good commercial.
Yeah.
I feel like 10 years ago, when we were growing up, was the golden age of commercials. You didn't even mind watching commercials because now, people skip through them so much. I feel like companies are putting less creative effort into it. But, back in the day, I remember that Kodak commercial where the girl's brother's friends came over and they, storm into his room and they're in his boxers. They take a picture with the Kodak. I mean, I guess, these days that would be considered, assault.
Yeah.
But it was super cute commercial back then.
Very cute. Wow. Okay, are you ready? Because these 5 stories are each one stranger than the next.
Are they fast?
Not the fastest.
Okay.
Not the fastest we've ever had, but definitely we're going to talk about some people that we've not talked about before. And we're going to start with Jana Kramer. who's opening up about finding a woman's topless photo on her husband's phone years after infidelities. Okay, so a little backstory. Jana Kramer, One Tree Hill, I've Got the Boy, You've Got the Man, country singer. She has a podcast and she fights with her husband on it.
Yeah, like that's their thing. It's like they don't hide from their audience. They're
the opposite of Cassie and Colton in like the other extreme way.
Yeah, like they are all their dirty laundry, and I think to them it's like considered authentic, and I think to other people it's considered incredibly strange.
Yeah, so a while back, like he had cheated on her, they separated for a while, they're working through it. Just a lot of people listen to her podcast, but for those of you who don't, that's the backstory.
They're working through it on the podcast.
They're working through it on the podcast, but they are back together now, and Jana Kramer and husband Mike Howson are candidly discussing a recent fight that triggered trust issues in their marriage. On the latest episode of their podcast, Wind Down with Jana Kramer and Mike Howson, the pair open up about a recent incident involving the singer going through her husband's Apple Watch and finding a topless woman's photo that he had deleted from his phone without informing his wife. Quote, I see it, and I know the right thing to do is go get Jana, pull her aside, and say, hey, I just received this. I don't know what the hell it is, but I just need you to know. I was terrified to do so, the former NFL player recalled.
Why would you be terrified if you didn't do anything? He's just claiming some woman, random phone number, texted him a titty pic?
Yeah, that's what he's claiming. Quote, Jana and I have had a really good run recently, like not a lot of past stuff coming up. We've been handling situations pretty well, handling triggers pretty well, talking things out. It feels like we were really building a lot of forward momentum, the father of two added, referring to the progress they had made after his infidelities in 2016. It just sucks. As soon as we feel like we're hitting a good patch, my past behaviors and my past actions come back to haunt me because I know I didn't handle it in the way I had to. It made it even worse.
So he's claiming that someone sent him a photo that he had no idea who it was, and he didn't he saved it. Like
No, he deleted it from his iPhone, but she went through his Apple Watch.
Oh, she's a psycho.
Wait,
Okay.
but so he deleted the text?
Yeah, like I think he was just like,
Oh,
you know?
and then it doesn't delete from your Apple Watch?
I guess
I mean,
not.
just
I'm
another,
not an Apple Watch
just another
connoisseur.
reason why you don't need an Apple Watch.
1000%. And you know what? Like, to me, this feels so weird and invasive, like, critiquing this argument, like, asking for more details. But, like, this is what they're wanting of us. Like, I wouldn't, if I found out, like, anyone in the celebrity realm, like, got a titty, like, I wouldn't care. I'm like, whose tits were they? How did he find it? On the Apple Watch? Like, us being so invested is so incredibly strange. And I think this is so weird. And I have literally no faith in their marriage. Like, none.
I think this is so weird. I understand if you get a random DM with a titty pic, like these things happen. I've never, and people, I was reading the Toasters comments and like the speculation is that it was some sort of spam bot that like
just seen before, but if that were true, he would just tell her.
Right.
Like, this is so weird. Just
You've seen before?
Yeah, like in TIA, there's like this one picture of a girl in a bra that has gone around of like...
Really?
Yeah. And it's the same picture every time, and it could be that, but I really don't think it's that, because if it was that, he would have just been like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Like, I don't think he's cheating either, because then this would have been a much, like, bigger conversation. But I've never, like, how do you find yourself in a position where you're getting spam bot titty pics?
Not only that.
I'm not getting them.
I've never. And how do you find yourself...
I get spam calls a lot.
Me too.
Got one this morning.
The IRS is always after me. But how do you find yourself...
IRS.
How do you find yourself in a position to be going through your husband's Apple Watch? Like,
she had like a feeling that she needed to look.
So I just have a feeling that at that point in the marriage, like, maybe it's time to let it go, you know, like, give up. Because if you're, like, so concerned with your husband's fucking Apple Watch, like, I just don't really feel like there's longevity here.
Yeah, and I mean, the whole situation is weird, but, like, it's not the worst thing ever. It's not, like, confirmed infidelity. Say it was a spam bot. Let's play benefit of the doubt here. Like, I just can't believe they're talking about this on their podcast.
Right, that's
and
what's
I know
so
that
abhorrent.
that's the point of the podcast, but I don't know what anyone gets out of it. Like, and they should be having conversations like this, but when it's public, you're not going to say everything that you're thinking.
No, also, they didn't speak for 24 hours after it happened until the podcast.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
they didn't speak, and then they were like, let's hash this out.
You know what? Okay. Devil's advocate here,
Yeah.
because sometimes, are you ever like having a fight and you're like, I wish people could hear this to hear how right I am?
Yes, but like,
that's
not
not
when
even
it's
the
But I
so-
don't go and record it.
No, and not when it's so, like, deeply personal. Like, okay, if you and I were having an argument about, like, something in the business, like, fine, like, but, like, to have something about, like, your marriage, like, it's so personal. This is so weird, and, like, I can't understand what the motives are for this being the subject of your podcast. Like, are you that thirsty? Like, is this a thirst move? Because I don't think in their souls do they believe, like, talking about it on the podcast is going to be best for their relationship, because that's impossible.
Yeah. Also, interesting factoid that I didn't read yet, but she then called the number and texted it, and it was like the bot was like, "Sorry, hun, can't talk on the phone. Do you want me to come over?"
Oh, that's no bot. That's no bot.
And Jana was like, "You texted my husband. I would love to know your correspondence, please, from one woman to another." As I was typing this is I was literally like, "How is this happening again?" Like, I mean, these bots are getting like more and more personal.
That's true, but I'm sorry. In the words of Rachel Green, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah. This
Well, he
is
also
just-
claims he came out that he had a sex addiction and has a sponsor. So he was like, I was going to call my sponsor, and Jan was like, why didn't you?
This is so messy, and so I don't want to know that he's a sex. Like, I don't want to know any of this information. This is disgusting. Like, I want no part of this. Like, why are they shoving their problems? Like, people in the world, anyone who listens to a podcast has enough shit going on in their own world. They don't need to be a dump taken on them of this bullshit. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I like, it's just so crazy. I mean, also, but I feel like it speaks to the world that we live in now, where people really feel like they need to air like their dirtiest laundry in order for people to listen.
And why is it so extreme? Like, you have to be Jana, Kramer, and Michael, where you're literally like taking a dump on your podcast and showing them the inside of your butthole. Or you're so fake, you're like Colton and Cassie, like where everything is fake and everything is like, it's a facade. Like, why can't anyone just be in the middle? Like, I feel like I'm in the middle. Like, me and Ben, we fight all the time. I still love him, but we fight all the time. Normal.
Yeah, and you talk about the fact that you fight. You're
All
not going
the
to
time.
tell us your specific fights. Like,
We fought last night.
and you're going to tell us that you fought last night, but you're not going to tell us why, because like, that's
It's
just too
it's
personal.
nobody's fucking business.
No, because it's nobody's fucking business. And like, what people fight about is like it's such like a window into their relationship, which none of us need.
Agreed.
None of us need.
Agreed.
Like, maybe like off the podcast we need because we're your sisters. But aside from that, if I was just your co-host, like, I do not need.
No, I don't need anything. Like, I have, and I feel like this goes for everyone. Like, we all have enough going on in our like lives, relationships, careers. Like, there is no space for us to be taking on other people's problems.
Yeah, and I feel as though when people do stuff like this, they say it's so that other people out there going through something similar, you know.
We're good.
But one, we're good. Two, what's the moral of the story here? Like, are you going to do something about this? You don't trust your husband. You walk on eggshells. Like, girl,
We
bye.
are good. Thank you.
Make like the American camper and peace out.
Ooh, peace.
I don't know. I don't
Weird
know.
story.
But I also don't know their relationship like well enough. I don't listen to their podcast, so maybe there's some love there that's bounding them together.
There
But
has to be some love there if they're really. Every time I hear about them, it's a terrible fight. It's cheating. It's something. It's leaving. Like, they have to at least like each other in order to put up with each other.
Perhaps, but also in this day and age, if you're doing a podcast like about the inner workings of your relationship, like, maybe you need that relationship in order to be doing a podcast.
Right. That's true. Like, it's
Chicken and egg.
Yeah.
It's a little
totally.
chicken and egg
That's
situation.
a great point.
I don't know. I just think it's really crazy.
Yeah, this is just a story like I didn't.
And she seems like a sweet girl, and I
Yeah.
love her music.
I was watching Entourage, and she had a very small cameo in Entourage where Turtle was going back to school, and he was dating Jamie. What's her name from The Sopranos? Jamie.
Lannister.
No,
Lee
Jamie Lynn
Curtis.
Sigler.
Yeah, Jamie Lynn Sigler. Yeah. And he's like so happy with her. He can't believe that he's dating like a celebrity. And then he goes to college, and one of the girls in his class is Jana Kramer, and she was like super young, and she's so beautiful. And she like is taunting Turtle, and it's like a whole thing. It's like a love triangle, and they do end up sleeping together. Spoiler alert. And then I was like, whatever happened to her acting career?
Yeah, I actually caught her in a Hallmark flick recently.
Crush?
No, Country Crush is great.
Is that the Netflix one?
Yes.
That's a musical
but there's
too.
one on Hallmark starring her, and it was very bad, and I had to turn it off. But she was fine, but it just wasn't going anywhere.
Wow, you having to turn off a Hallmark movie, it must have been awful.
It really was. And like I like her, and it was like a country vibe, but it was just not happening.
Yeah.
It was not happening. Anyways, I hope these two can work it out.
She reminds me a little bit of Jesse James Decker.
Yeah.
Like in terms of their career, like had a moment as an artist, and now is slumming in the podcast world. With
But
us.
Jesse James Decker isn't an actress.
No, but I
but
just meant like
singer.
For a
Country
while,
singer.
they were like a bona fide singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Country
And-
singing career, now an influencer.
Influencer, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
sounds-
Sounds like the dream.
Yeah.
Remember when Jesse James Decker was commenting on the CMA or like ACM pictures of like
my
all the
God.
country artists being like, I can't believe I wasn't invited, but it was like Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert, like,
Yeah, that
why
would have
you
been
be
like
invited?
Jana Kramer commenting that.
Yeah,
Literal same thing.
Honestly, it would be like me commenting that. I released a song. Like, it was so abhorrent.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Crazy times.
I think she learned her lesson, though. Okay, are you ready for the next story? This one's for the Snatchler. This one goes out to the Snatchler.
What is it?
Because you sent it to me. Nick Jonas set to join The Voice as a coach for season 18. Blake, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Okay, when I saw this, I'm like, this is not shocking at all, because if you watch the Jonas Brothers episode of Songland, he was literally auditioning for The Voice. Like, he was like, all right, can I get that F? And then go bum, 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 and then like float out the, and I was like, oh, he's a voice coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's great. Joe was at The Voice Australia. That's why he lived there during that.
During the documentary.
Yeah.
Snatcher with the interesting factoids.
So, like, it's in their blood, I guess. And I feel like Nick Jonas, like, he was, like, this is his dream come true. Like,
Yeah,
this
but
is
you know
like,
what? It's a little scary, because it's just like one step of Nick, like, outside the Jonas
I know.
Brothers, where it's like, that's what started the breakup at first. It's like,
I know.
he kind of thought he was more musically inclined and more musically talented or vocally talented or songwriting, and he wanted to take a step out. And now maybe he's feeling that way again and needs like an outlet for his expression, and like The Voice is going to be that, and then he's going to get that big head again thinking that he could do it. You know?
Maybe,
But
I don't
maybe-
think so. I
maybe
think that
this
he's
is
going
a
to bring
per-
the Joe Bros in a ton,
Maybe
like for
this
mentoring.
is a preventative measure. It's like he got so stifled just being one of the three last time that now they're a threesome, but they can each do their own thing, making this so that when they come back to the group, they're happier and better.
Did you watch their Tiny Desk concert?
No.
So they had like a small band with them, and the guy on the drums was the guy from DNCE.
Yeah.
Does he play on tour with them as
Yeah.
the drummer?
Yeah.
He does?
Oh, that was nice of Joe.
Yeah, he might have started with Jonas Brothers, went to DNC with Joe, and came
then
back.
came back.
I don't know, but
Okay.
he's like part of the
Yeah,
crew.
I love like seeing over time when people keep their band members around, because it really just like, I don't know, it makes me think they're like a good person. I can't explain it. Like, they don't treat people like they're disposable. Like Taylor Swift, when you watch
Paul
her,
Sidoti.
her Speak Now or her Red tour, she has the same guitar and bass and drummer. Like, that's cool. Like, I like seeing people around. It feels like, I don't know, it makes me think they're grounded. I don't know why.
I feel
Yeah,
that.
no, it makes you think that they're a pleasure to work for.
Yeah.
And like no one wants to leave.
Right. And
So,
they're
well-
not firing people every day.
Yeah.
Right. Like that episode of Hannah Montana when she falls in love with the guy who's her guitarist.
Yes.
He was hot, and he was better
He
than
was bad to the bone.
But he wrote that song. She wrote the song. He Could Be the One about him, and that is maybe the best song from Hannah Montana.
I don't know about that.
Smooth
But it's so
talking.
catchy.
So rockin'. He's got everything that a girl's wantin'. Guitar cutie. He plays it groovy. That's the best song. See, you hear what I'm saying?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Speaking of Hannah Montana, I fell down a JoJo Siwa rabbit hole
I
because
thought you were going to say you actually fell.
you have to watch Keeping Up with the
Kardashians.
Kardashians. And I was looking at JoJo Siwa's Instagram and her tour, and like I really am so I don't understand what she does. Like that she's on tour. She said she performs 19 songs. I'm assuming original songs, so she has music.
I know one. DREAM.
For 80 minutes, and she dances. By the way, she's a really good dancer.
Yes, she is.
But she's the Hannah Montana of the younger generation. She really is like a singer, dancer with her wigs, and
she's sponsored by Nickelodeon.
I know that's all I know about her. That she's sponsored by Nickelodeon.
Because
and
it's
she used
so
to go on Dance Moms.
crazy.
No, it's not crazy. What's weird is like, why doesn't she have a show? But she's a singer. Then I was watching one of her videos, and she was like laughing her way through the song. Maybe it was just like a funny song. I'm so confused as to like what this woman
Jackie,
does.
she got a Nickelodeon special. Like, they filmed her concert.
Great.
Like Netflix.
I want to watch it.
Me too.
Because
Me
I
too.
really think she's
DREAM.
the Hannah Montana of this younger generation. No wonder Northwest is obsessed with her.
You know, I have more faith in JoJo Siwa's abilities just because Northwest, I feel like, is like ruthless when it comes to talent, and she really sees something in JoJo Siwa.
I know. And you have to watch the episode of Keeping Up because it's
Okay, I'm gonna watch it today.
enlightening on the
Okay.
JoJo Siwa. Like,
The JoJo Siwa of it all.
yeah, it's more whoa, whoa, whoa than we
Whoa,
ever
whoa,
thought.
whoa!
Than we ever thought.
How tall does JoJo Siwa look next to North?
6 foot.
That's one of the most shocking
And
things
6'5" next to Kim.
I've ever
because
learned
Kim's an adult.
from this show is that JoJo Siwa's like 5'11".
Yeah, and she's 35 years old. She's a chain smoker.
Allegedly. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Well, back to Nick Jonas being on The Voice.
But I don't know if she's a chain smoker, but she definitely rips a jewel. Like,
Well, that's what NT wrote a blind saying that she is a chain smoker, and he didn't reveal it to be her. Once I heard it, I was like, this might be true.
this tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She definitely loves a jewel every now and then.
Nick Jonas is on The Voice. That means our judges now. He's replacing Adam Levine.
No,
he's-
Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani. This is her next
Is that
year.
page 6?
No, this is People.
Page 6 wrote an article saying, oh, he's replacing Adam Levine. No, he's not. He's replacing Gwen Stefani.
Adam Levine has been.
He hasn't been on in like
booted
3
into
seasons.
Interessant, you're right.
And you know, I was thinking when Nick Jonas was announced, I'm like, who's he going to replace? Like, honestly, Gwen Stefani. Like, love her, appreciate her, but she is not
Don't
it.
do this to Kyle again.
I know.
Don't
but she,
do this.
Like, Gwen Stefani is like not the icon that people make her out to be. I'm sorry, I said it. Like, Tanya Rad went to her concert in Vegas and was like, her and Brad Goreski were like freaking out, like the way that you and I would freak out to see Celine Dion, like icon status. And they were like filming her concert. I'm like, well, I don't get it. It was very silly and childish, like with the bananas. Like, I don't get it. So
that's how I know how to spell bananas.
So I'm happy that she met Blake Shelton on the show, and now I feel like we can, you know, send her off like a dove.
Yeah, we can move on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's Nick, Blake, Kelly, and John Legend.
Honestly, that sounds like a great.
Okay.
And Mega Mentor. Well,
Taylor Swift.
But that's just for maybe this season. I don't know.
Snatchler. If all 4 judges turned around for you, who would you go with?
Kelly Clarkson.
She would go with Blake Shelton and then try and marry him.
Can I say something about Blake Shelton? Like, he's been on the show since the beginning. Now he's the only one. Him and Adam Levine were the only 2 left. Now he's the only one left. What do you think is so special about him that he's like stood the test of time? Like, do you think they're going to bring in a new country person soon?
No, I think that he really is like a country music icon. Like, yes, you could bring in like a Thomas Rhett, but we
This
don't know if
is
he's going to go the
God's
distance like Blake Shelton has.
country.
B, I think he's so hot. 3, he's so funny. Like, he's just
alright.
like pure personality, which I think is what they need. Like Kelly Clarkson, that's why she's been sticking around, because she has personality. She
But I
checks.
also think it has to be mutual, and the network has to want them, and they still have to want to be there.
Right.
I could imagine that like Adam Levine was over it. I think
Yeah.
people get over it, but I think this is like the perfect thing for Blake Shelton to be doing, because he has this like country career. Now he gets to be mainstream. With
Yeah.
the voice.
He's also, like,
It
a
brought-
family man.
It brought him his wife.
Yeah.
Like, I think he gets
Are
a
they
lot
married?
out of it. Yeah.
No.
They're married.
No, they're not. I promise.
Snatchler.
Do you think I wouldn't know?
Blake Shelton.
Also,
well, they're definitely engaged.
No.
Snatchler, you're lying.
Everyone just thinks they are, but like they're not.
Because they're older. Like, you think
Yeah.
they just...
Also, he's still on because he wins usually like every season. or
Yeah,
every
and also
other.
I feel like it makes a lot of sense because he's really like a family guy. Like, at the end of the day, Adam Levine wants to like rock out with his cock out. You know, he's not looking for like an NBC, like, he made his money and he left.
But you
Like,
know what's so interesting is that he left The Voice, which is on NBC, and he is an executive producer on Songland,
So?
which is on NBC.
So?
I don't know, I just think it's weird. He was like over the whole TV thing, and then like he's like,
Well,
That
executive producer.
actually makes more sense
Yeah.
because he has like an NBC contract.
And
fine.
he makes money.
Was I right?
Yeah, I guess they're dating, which is so weird. Why did I think they were engaged?
Because they've been together for a long time, and when you're of a certain age, like, you just assume that they're married.
No, but I remember, I think they started dating around the same time that Zach and I started dating. And then I heard they got engaged like so soon. And I was
No,
like,
everyone thought they were engaged, and they were like, nah, didn't happen.
wow.
The disillusion of Blake Shelton and
That's why
Miranda
you can't
Lambert's
compare yourself
marriage
to
is
people.
one of the...
I'm so happy for him.
It's one of the craziest things. Like, when I think of a time where Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert were married, like, I don't even remember that time in my life.
No,
Like, when they used to show up at award shows together.
we weren't really people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were young.
It was crazy times.
Crazy times. Speaking of super coach Taylor Swift on SNL.
Ooh.
Wanted to get your guys' thoughts.
I was not crazy about the choice of False God. It's not my favorite song. Of course, she sang it well, and I enjoyed the saxophone. But it's like, this is your moment, girlfriend. Like, people are always, like, doubting you. Like, show them your best. Like,
I agree.
Cruel Summer, The Man, like, anything else. Like, I don't know. I just thought it was, like, a huge stage where, like, I was just, like, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't my
But
favorite.
like her performance of Lover, like I'll listen to on repeat. I thought it was so good.
It was
and False
beautiful.
God was good. Like I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Obviously,
It's just not my
Like,
favorite
I just
song.
needed to hear her sing "Cruel Summer" and scream, "He looks up grinning like a devil." Like
But then, wait, I heard a few theories, and one of them is that, remember how she was singing False God, she wore a huge oversized blazer?
Yeah.
And actually, if you look at, like, her last 5 or 6 press outfits, they've all been blazers in some way.
Yeah.
They're, like, blazer dress, blazer shorts. Like, Blazer the Man, like, vibe. You know, 'cause
but she
Blazer-
didn't sing it.
No, but for a single.
Oh, I don't want the man to be a single. I really
I like
want
the
Cruel
man.
Summer to be a single.
Me too.
It's
But
such a
she's
good single.
weird about her singles. Like,
She is weird about her singles. But if you're gonna wear a blazer, that's like so apples and oranges. And I
Yeah.
agree, she should have performed The Man. She wouldn't have performed Cruel Summer because it's just like too good of a song, and I guess she doesn't like to like showcase her obviously good songs.
Right.
Maybe because the other ones need help.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And
she
like
does
False
do that
God,
sometimes.
False God was not even close to like It was in
My
the bottom
top
half.
10,
It's in the
same.
bottom half of the album.
Yeah,
Same.
me
so
too.
like maybe she's just trying to like race all ships here.
Or maybe she thought like the saxophone vibe would be like perfect for SNL. I don't know.
But I just feel like if you close your eyes and you listen to her performance, like it sounds like any other artist who's like coming up now with their like breathy tones, and it doesn't set her apart at all.
Agreed.
Nor did that outfit. Like it looks like she was trying to be someone that she's not.
Did we talk about Lover? Because that was so great.
Perfection.
Oh my god!
the way,
And she wore these earrings.
And
okay?
by the way, the more that I listen to the song Lover, I like it's going up the scale. Like I
Yes.
think one of her best songs ever. It is so good.
So these earrings that I am wearing are ones we wear all the time. Like I have a million pairs. They're Lucite by Alison Liu. And I actually know that Taylor Swift wears Alison Liu jewelry a lot, but she wears like the custom expensive stuff. And I could not believe that she wore earrings that I have. Green Lucite hoops. I have them.
I know. We all
And I
have
loved
them.
the monochromatic aesthetic of like the green piano.
Of course.
I loved that.
No, that was like beautiful classic Taylor perfection. And so it was like just a strange dichotomy. We were going back into like Reputation vibes, and it's like, bring us out.
I agree.
Deliver us.
Deliver
finally.
us from Reputation.
Into Cruel Summer. Like
Even though I'm starting to feel like Reputation is so underrated.
yes.
That's how, by the way, that's always what happens. When 1989 came out, I was like, honestly, this pop electric shit is like not my vibe. And
No,
now,
when 1989 came out, it was everything. It was mainstream. It was, you could listen
I
to
didn't
it a
like
million
it.
times.
I did not like it. I wanted like
Oh.
country red bullshit.
No, it took over the world. But Reputation was just like a little too heavy-handed at the time. And in hindsight, it's like, it's fun to listen to, but everyone was looking for so many undertones, and she was just like giving them out.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
Yeah.
totally. Like I had this realization maybe a month ago. I could not stop listening to Reputation. I was like, this is just art.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what makes her music so special. It's almost like timeless.
It is.
Yeah. Because honestly, like I'll go back and listen to fucking Tim McGraw, and I'm like, wow, this shit slaps.
Tim
I've been
McGraw
listening
slaps.
to Invisible a lot because of Cornelia
Yeah.
Street. Slaps.
Slaps.
Yeah. Like she's like a fine wine, or just music gets better with age.
Yeah. Or like a cheese. An aged cheddar.
It smells.
Okay, you ready for our next story?
I am, but not before I let you know that today's episode is brought to you by HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Get easy seasonal recipes and pre-measured ingredients delivered right to your door. All you have to do is cook and enjoy. HelloFresh makes cooking delicious meals at home a reality, regardless of your comfort in the kitchen. Someone is calling me. I'm in the middle of something. From step-by-step recipes to pre-measured ingredients, you'll have everything you need to get a wow-worthy dinner on the table in about 30 minutes. Say goodbye to endless grocery store trips and takeout food. HelloFresh has you covered. You can break out of your dinner rut with HelloFresh's 20-plus seasonal chef-curated recipes each week. There's something for everyone from family recipes to calorie-smart and vegetarian, which is, I know, what you ordered.
Yes, some vegetarian enchiladas. I just got my HelloFresh delivery. I have like 3 little bags of food that's ready to go.
They keep it so
and
compact. I hate when things come to my house and take up space.
Everything's pre-measured. It makes it so easy for like, amateur chefs like me.
HelloFresh has more 5-star recipes than any other meal kit, so you know you'll be getting something delicious. For $80 off your first month of HelloFresh, go to HelloFresh.com/Toast80 and enter the code Toast80. Again, for $80 off your first month of HelloFresh, go to HelloFresh.com/Toast80 and enter the code Toast80. You can easily change your delivery days, your food preferences, or skip a week whenever you need. Really just for the modern woman, like who, is busy. Get it. Or the modern man.
Like sign on, eat well, feel good.
Sign on, get full.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
By the way, I read that we should be eating a lot of fruit today.
I hate fruit.
Just for the fast tomorrow. It's something about like fruit. I don't know. Just something to think
I
about.
hate fruit.
I ate an apple already.
I was actually thinking today about because we have this whole pizza night plan, but I was thinking today, I was like, I really shouldn't eat that much because whenever I eat so much, I wake up starving.
Yeah.
So, like,
no, but I'm
Also,
not
Margot,
gonna
there
eat.
was amazing apples in the kitchen here. I had the best apple of my life.
Oh, really? They
Yeah.
were refilled?
I'm not gonna eat so much pizza, but I just want like a slice of pizza and some pasta,
Yeah.
and then I'll feel good.
Okay.
And you need those
I'm just
carbs.
worried about sustenance. I want to be smart with my nutritional value of what will keep me the least hungry tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, do I
It's
drink a
gonna
lot
be a
of water?
struggle regardless. Drink a lot of water today.
Yeah, but won't that dehydrate? Whatever.
I don't know.
No, you got to drink a ton of water and fruit.
Okay.
'Kay.
Next up, botched.
Paul Nassif.
Botched doctor Paul Nassif is married.
Doctor from Botched.
Doctor from Botched, Paul Nassif is married. You guys, this is so exciting. He's a precious gem of a man, and he's found love.
Paul Nassif looks so different now than when we first saw him on TV being miserably married to Adrienne Maloof.
Mm-hmm. That was such a miserable marriage. For so long, people just thought it was a good marriage.
They
It's
they just chucked it up to them bickering.
bickering. Marriage is supposed to be miserable.
Right.
But Now we've learned that's not the case. I'm really so happy for him because he seems really happy, and he really bounced back.
Yeah, him and Terry Dubrow just took the E! Network by storm and never looked back.
No, never looked back. He didn't look back. Paul Nassif has not looked back once.
Do you remember when him and Adrian got divorced and then she didn't show up to the reunion? That was so crazy. And it's people now show up to the reunion having done so much worse. And Adrian Malouf couldn't face the ladies just having gotten divorced.
No, it wasn't the divorce. It was the
Brandy?
surrogate.
Oh, the surrogate.
And someone Adrian's chef talking shit about Lisa. It was just petty shit.
Yeah.
She should have gone.
Of course. And I can't believe they still let her film from time to time when she was in breach of contract. That is a big no-no.
Yeah, but letting her, throwing her a bone here and there, it's actually worse because
I
it
know.
just reminds her of what she lost.
Also, did you know that in the very first episode of Schitt's Creek, when the Rose family is still rich and they show their mansion, the mansion that they use is Lisa Vanderpump's old house when she used to live near Adrian Malouf, and they lived in the same gated community?
Is it?
Yeah.
What was that house called? I always try and remember.
Villa Rosa is now.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Villa Blanca?
Nope, that's the restaurant. The house had a name. I'd have to watch season 1.
No, I'll just Google it.
I tried Googling it before.
What?
Yeah, it evades me.
It's Villa something?
I don't know, but the house has a name. You assume it's Villa something, but I don't know if it was a villa. If anyone can remember it,
I mean,
no, you wouldn't know.
yeah, I have no horse
That
race.
original house was so crazy. Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to know what it was called.
If anyone can remember, I will be forever grateful.
Are you sure it wasn't just Villa Blanca?
Positive.
All right, in the comments if you can let us know.
Anyways, just wanted to give a big congrats to Paul Nassif. His wife looks so beautiful. They got married in Santorini.
I know, because
65
she's
people.
Greek. Is he Greek?
He is now.
Okay.
No, he's definitely not. Actually, he might be. Who knows?
Nassif? I don't know.
Nassif. I don't know. Anyways.
Lovely. So happy. I wonder if she'll make an appearance. Ooh.
The
Oh.
What'd you say?
Oh my god, that felt so weird. My
You
teeth just
whistled.
whistled and they scratched one another. Ooh, I have chills. I'm sorry. I wonder if she'll make an appearance on the show.
Villa Casa.
Villa Rosa.
No.
No, it was Villa something. Whatever.
Okay.
I just the days of Adrian Malouf. Remember when she had that vodka line and she did the fashion show? It was the worst party
The
ever.
Malouf Hoof. That's
Malouf
why she
Hoof.
didn't go.
Yes, Malouf Hoof. I forgot about that. That was the golden age of television.
Yeah, it really was. Okay, next story is really funny. Alec Baldwin's family hustled by fake Statue of Liberty tour operator.
What?
30 Rock star Alec Baldwin was hustled by a fake Statue of Liberty tour operator while out sightseeing with his wife Hilaria and their kids. Baldwin said in an Instagram post that the family shelled out more than $40 per ticket for a tour of Liberty Island, but instead found themselves being escorted toward a bus bound for New Jersey. Quote, I kid you not, we paid, then we read the tickets, he raged in the post. No one ever mentioned New fucking Jersey.
Did he get on the bus?
Baldwin, upset over being bamboozled, went on to explain that the family instead opted for the Staten Island Ferry, which offers a view of Lady Liberty for free. This is a scam, Baldwin wrote. Take the Staten Island Ferry. It's the best ride in New York. He posted an image of his...
He's not wrong about that?
He's not wrong about that. He posted an image of his ticket, which reads, Tours are us, see New York from the water. The destination on the ticket was Liberty, New Jersey.
But by the way, you can see the Statue of Liberty from Liberty, New Jersey.
For sure, but you could also see it from the Statue of Liberty or from anywhere else.
Honestly, it doesn't sound like these people hoodwinked him. It just sounds like he wasn't paying attention.
No, it's definitely false advertising.
Liberty,
false
New
advertising.
Jersey.
You
By the
think
way,
you're
no,
going,
excuse
you think
me,
you're
I
going,
have been to
you
Liberty,
think
New
you're
Jersey.
going to the Statue of Liberty and instead you're going to Liberty, New Jersey. It is very misleading.
Okay, but Liberty, New Jersey, they have this outdoor... I've been there. They have this outdoor, it looks like the seaport almost, and you could see the Statue of Liberty. I'm saying,
No, I'm sure that, and that's what,
And
these
it's
people,
a beautiful view.
These people are selling something, but if I'm going to see the Statue of Liberty, I don't want to go to Liberty, New Jersey.
But I'm saying it is a beautiful place to see
No,
it.
but if I'm buying a ticket to go to the Statue of Liberty, I want to be in the Liberty's belly.
It seems like Alec Baldwin could have paid a little bit more attention. That's all I'm saying.
Probably, but at $40 a ticket, you think you're going to the Statue of Liberty.
That's true, but also Alec Baldwin's just the type of guy who peruses the streets and buys tickets from scalpers. Doesn't he have an assistant to arrange?
I don't think it was the scalper. I think it was the company.
Yeah, Toys
it
R
was
Tours
prearranged?
R Us. Tours R Us.
It's so crazy, like celebrities like do that. Like I've lived in New York my whole life. I've never seen the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
I've
the
never
moral
seen
of
the Statue of
story,
Liberty.
A moral of the story here is don't go to the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, I've
Don't-
never been.
Don't even try.
Have you been to the Empire State Building?
Yes, I went to the observatory.
I've never been.
It was
never
so
been.
windy. I was actually scared I was going to like fly away.
Have
my
you been to
God.
Governor's
I would
Island?
die.
Yeah.
I've been to Governor's Island.
Ellis Island?
Not Ellis.
Not Ellis.
Not Ellis. I've not been. I've literally not.
What's
been
Governor's Island? Why have you been
It's
there?
we went on a field trip there. We did like senior
So
high
maybe
school
I've been
day.
there?
Maybe.
there? No, I didn't go. So
I never paid attention to where they took us.
So many islands around the city.
Randall's, I've been.
Yep.
Have you been to Rikers Island?
Yeah.
It's where the prison is.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can actually
I was
see
born
it
there, right?
From the. Why did you say that?
When we used to watch Law and Order and they would go to Rikers Island, we used to tell Margot she was born there.
We did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
It's
hilarious.
just like a funny family.
Margo, you were
inside
born in
joke.
Rikers Island. That's why you have a bad streak. You're a badass.
Totally.
Oh my god, that is such a funny, like, losery thing for kids to say. Honestly, we were very creative when we were growing up.
We were so creative.
Yeah.
Like creative insults.
I think a lot of my creativity came from watching Degrassi. Like, it was a whole other world for me, you know?
Yeah. Not from, I mean, that's not where my creativity came
That's
from.
how I learned what rape was.
Where?
Degrassi.
Oh yeah.
They were always teaching us new things.
That's true.
Yeah, Degrassi was like a crazy show.
Yeah, no, the kids were fucking nuts, you know?
Yeah.
Like, doing crack, you know?
It got a little too unrealistic.
I agree, actually. Like, where are these
Yeah.
kids' parents?
No, like, and every day something's crazy is happening.
Right.
Okay.
And,
well,
like, Drake.
the Drake of it
the
all.
Drake of it all.
And the Sinead Grimes. After 90210, we couldn't go back.
Totally.
You can't go from the Beverly Hills back to Canada. Okay, fifth story, a little tech news, because Instagram dark mode is here.
I saw.
Instagram is rolling out a dark mode option, the latest major app to latch onto the eye strain reducing, battery saving, chic looking trend that's sweeping the globe.
Oh, I had no idea it was like, that's why.
The photo sharing's app new appearance is similar to its rivals. It's embracing the darkness by flipping the default white background to black and gray. Instagram made the theme available to iOS and Android users in an update released Monday, according to Instagram's chief, Adam Mosseri. To activate dark
We
mode...
are always talking about Adam Mosseri
I
on
know.
here.
And you know what? I watched this, there's a docuseries on Netflix called... I don't know, but it's about, it features different designers, like aesthetic, I think abstract designers, and they did one on the Instagram, the guy who does Instagram's design, he redesigned their logo. Remember when that happened and it was like...
What did it used to look like? I can't
Like a
even remember.
camera. It was like brown.
like an old school camera.
Oh, yeah.
And they showed how they got to this logo, and like the new logo makes so much sense when you watch how they got there. But like when it debuted, like it was a huge failure.
It was
and, like,
crazy.
Everybody hated it.
But always, whenever any tech company like makes a big change, everyone's like, "This sucks." Remember when Facebook reconfigured their entire homepage and there was like you could like join Facebook groups, like get your Facebook back to the old way. There was like hacks.
Yeah.
We're all fine. Like
Yeah.
it's always like this sucks, and then everyone moves on with their lives.
Wait, my phone updated last night while I was asleep, which is like just rude. Like I want to give you
So
permission.
annoying.
You probably did get permission.
By
No,
accident.
it's just like it's like when your phone's plugged in and it's connected.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. Like I'm not thinking about it. Whatever. And so I woke up and I had all these decisions to make.
Oh my God.
At 8:45 in the morning.
What'd you decide?
And I decided to keep my phone with the white background just because I don't like the black. But now that I know that it saves battery,
Yeah.
I might have
Wait,
to
you
switch.
had to make a decision permanently?
I'm sure I could go back and change it, but I like the way that it looks now. And every app is different. Like I have to give all these permissions now for all these different things. You could have like you give a photo for to give all of your contacts. Did you guys see that I have a photo when I was texting in the chat today
No.
with the purple background and my emoji?
Let me see.
No.
Yeah. So the new update is great, but I also
It's
feel
not
like
here for me.
I feel like the software is just gonna fuck up my phone so that I get
Yeah.
the new one.
No, it's like whenever any tech company evolves, it's like met with such angst and rage because it's annoying. Like you're disturbing our activity.
I know, and sometimes it lands, but then sometimes it doesn't. Like remember the Snapchat update? They never bounce back.
Never. Wow, that's so true.
You know, so I don't know. Maybe it really like has to do with these people who make these decisions, like making the decisions for the right reasons.
Right. That's a great point. Well, I'm looking forward to trying out Instagram dark mode. I go on Twitter dark mode sometimes. And also apparently you can go on text dark mode. Did you know that? Olivia told me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Isn't that what I'm talking about?
I
Like
don't
you know how all the texts, it's like it's dark, the background.
Yeah, like it's black now, right?
Yeah, that was what I'm talking about. That I had a choice.
Yeah, I don't think that's for me.
Right, and everyone's saying now that it's easier on your eyes.
Yeah, like for the blue light, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
Because very sadly, the love of my life had to go home.
It was his time.
It was time. He made it further than I ever thought he was going to. And while I was sad, I'm glad Lauren Elena is still around, so when we go to LA next week, we can go see her dance.
Oh my God, could you
That
imagine?
was all I wanted. Everyone is like talking about Hannah Brown's performance.
I really thought she was
What
great.
did she do? She shaded her exes?
No, that wasn't even about
According
that.
to People Magazine, she
Yeah,
did,
but by the way, she said they went to one of those rage rooms, where you
by the
and
way,
she said
we
for
need
1
to go to
second she was like,
those.
"These are my ex-boyfriends," and that was the story.
she shaded her
But like
exes.
that wasn't like really what it was about.
Right.
Okay, so what'd she dance to?
She danced to "I Don't Care, I Love It," and she did the
I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did like some like. I mean, I'm
She
not
looked
gonna,
beautiful. I liked
She
her
looked
hair and makeup a
amazing,
lot.
and she has gotten like so
toned.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing. But she looked amazing, and it was a dance that I'm obviously not going to remember, but it's like a very like structured, and like she couldn't smile. That was the whole thing, and all she does is smile because she hides behind her fake smile. That's what she said. So the hardest part was to not be able to smile because that's just like her go-to when she's like uncomfortable or whatever. But she honestly did amazing. She's really good.
She is really good. Like, she probably will win based on merit, but I think it's also like a lot of the network really pushing for her because she's an ABC star. Like, it would be a great moment for ABC,
Yeah.
But not to take away from the fact that she is very talented and like
Yeah.
is one of the better dancers. Like,
Yeah.
I would say my top 3 would be like her, James Vanderbeek, and Lauren.
And Ally Brooke.
Did you see?
And
Even though I
but,
don't
like,
like Ally Brooke, I want to like her so bad.
But do you know what it
but I
is?
can't.
It's like, I feel like, to me, what Lauren's doing is so much more impressive. Lauren has absolutely no dance background. Whereas, like, Allie has a dance background, James has a dance background, and so does Hannah. So, like, to me, I think of the actual task at hand, like, which is learning to dance, Lauren is doing the best job.
Right.
But
It
I'm
was the
also
Paso
biased.
Doble. It's according to Hannah Lublé, it is the bullfighting dance.
Oh, yeah, like the matador.
Yeah. And I just want to say, Sean Spicer dancing to Bamboleo.
By the way, Bumblebee
Great
is
song.
such a
Great song.
By the way, did you see that video, little clip of Lamar Odom scratching his nuts?
Of course I did. I was
Of
about to bring it
course.
up.
So funny.
So
I feel
funny.
like he really doesn't understand. Like, even though he filmed a reality show for like a couple of years, he literally had his own club.
But it wasn't live.
This is live, yeah.
I don't think he understands like how cameras work, and like even though he's not being spoken to, like he's still on camera.
Yeah.
Like he definitely thought he was like totally fine.
Oh, for sure. But now he's gone.
Yeah. Very sad, but had to go. And I feel like,
I was shocked Karamo was in the bottom two.
you know what? Karamo can't catch a fucking
Why are
break.
they so mean to him?
Oh my
He's
god,
so
he's good. And he's very coordinated, and he might not be like the most perfect dancer, but he's not at the point yet where he should be in the bottom 2. I feel like 3 people need to go home, and then maybe he'll be at
No,
like,
no.
one of the
It made
worst.
no sense.
And like even last week when he danced, I was like loving watching his dance, and then the judges were like, "That was terrible." I was like, "It was."
Why does Len keep giving him 5s?
I don't know.
It's like it's borderline like rigged.
No, it's
Give him at
I
least
don't
a
want to
6.
say it, but it's
Damn.
borderline like racist.
I know,
Like,
that's what I was gonna say.
What's wrong with Karamo? He has a great smile. He looks cute. He's always
And he's
dancing
doing
well.
such a good job. He always gets better.
No, I know. It makes me think. I'm like, what don't they like about Karamo?
No, I know. I thought that like it's actually really weird. Like they gave like I don't know. It makes no sense.
And honestly, I'm not like
Also-
living for James Vanderbeek. Like,
I am. I love him.
except I have to say, like the contestants do a really good job of like documenting their weeks on social media. Like, I find it so funny and entertaining to watch like them in the studio, them at practice, like them at their apartments. I just really enjoyed it.
Also, Leah Remini, I loved her last night.
What did she do?
She was a guest judge.
Oh yeah, no, I skipped through the judging.
Oh no, but she was a guest judge, and she was just saying everything we were saying. Like she, was it Lamar or was it? I don't know. She knew that like the judges were once again going to give him a shitty score, so she gave Lamar a 6, and to defeat that, Len and Bruno each gave a 4
Oh my god.
because like she wanted to up his
Justice.
score, and they were like, nah, fuck that.
I
went
literally
lower.
skipped through the scoring. I find it to be so unimportant. Like, first of all, at the end of the day, all it really matters is the voting. And second of all, like, I don't agree with any of the judges. Like, when they give a 4, I'm like, I thought that was a 10. You know?
No, I know. I don't agree with any of the judges, and I find them so unbelievably annoying. I'm just watching Jackie. She's just going like this.
I find them to be really annoying too, and like not relatable, and like I just don't get them at all. You know?
No, I know.
And I find the only one who I kind of like is Carrie Ann.
Oh my god, I can't stand her. She's my
I
least
find
favorite.
Bruno to be like so extra and thirsty, like the heaps. You've got to like shut up.
No,
and
and
then
stop
Len
standing.
is just like a dick. He like lives for people to boo him. Like I think he's like a villain. I don't really like him. Like
He's
Carrie
like the
Ann-
Simon Cowell.
Carrie Ann like gives critique and then also gives compliments. Like you have to do both in order to be a good judge, in my opinion.
I understand. I just find her so annoying. Like
But once again,
it's
really
like
enjoying watching
sometimes she
Dancing
like wakes
Stars.
up and she's like, oh, I'm in a good mood, and so I'll be nice.
That's
or sometimes
true.
she's like, I'm gonna be evil today.
That's true.
And
The judging is so unpredictable.
yeah. What else was I gonna say? I can't remember. I'm just loving it.
No, me
like it
too.
really is just so enjoyable to watch. Except there's so many commercials. Like, can't.
Oh my God.
But maybe now, as it gets smaller, it'll be like each commercial break. There's like 2 dances, not just one.
It's torture.
Actually, that wouldn't make any sense.
it would be the
Yeah.
opposite.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
But I'm loving it, and we'll see who wins. And I
catch
vote.
up-
Like I'm loyal.
Me too. I'm gonna catch up on Real Housewives of Atlanta today and Keeping Up with the Kardashians, so we
Okay.
can recap that
And
tomorrow.
then OC is on tonight.
Yes. I made some more strides in watching The Hills on the plane. I didn't finish it, but just like once again, loving Misha Barton, really hating Justin Bobby, and honestly, I wanted to talk to you about this because I don't know if you agree with me, but like I'm not totally hating Stephanie Pratt.
Hating.
Really?
I'm hating.
I think that like
What are you up to?
Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving.
Oh my God, she's unbearable.
She is, but like so is Audrina. Okay.
Oh well, did they go to Vegas yet?
And they couldn't end up coming because
Yeah.
of
And like her talking about the fires.
she's like nuts.
I don't like Audrina. I don't dislike Stephanie because I like Audrina. Like
Right.
I don't feel any
But
type
like
of way about
in terms
Audrina.
of this argument, like Stephanie didn't do anything.
No, but like Stephanie is being not a good friend. She's being shady and like
Not a good
she's
friend to
being-
who?
To Audrina.
They're not friends.
But they started as friends. And like she's like going and like meddling between her and Justin Bobby, and like she's totally in love with Justin Bobby.
1000%.
And I just don't like girls like that.
I don't like girls like that either, but like I also don't like girls like Audrina who like she was like, I don't care if you guys are hooking up. Meanwhile, it's all she's spoken about for the last 2 weeks. Like, I don't care. And then Stephanie was right. Like, well, if you don't care, like, why do you keep talking about it? Like, you do care.
Yeah. No, I
And like,
agree.
you did think you and Justin Bobby were getting back together, but you're not.
Yeah, which would have been like so sad. Like 10 years goes by and like she's
Nothing has
filming in the
changed.
exact same spot.
Whitney
By the
Ford,
end,
I
like,
love her, but like, why is she on the show? She's never there.
I don't know.
And Heidi,
That's how it was 10 years ago too, though.
That's true. Heidi becoming a Christian pop star is everything.
Everything.
When she was like, I'm gonna get back into music, I like rolled my eyes. And then when she was talking about how like she wanted to do faith-based music, I was like, wait, that's actually an amazing idea.
Yeah.
And that song they started to write was like kind of good.
No, it's really
I thought
good.
it was a great idea.
Yeah, keep watching.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Like I'm not running through it because like it's just fun to watch when I'm on the plane. I like Brody and I like Caitlyn, and I just find the family dynamics to be so interesting. Like when Brandon Thomas Lee went to the Jenners for Thanksgiving because like he like doesn't have like a family. It was like kind of sad.
Mm-hmm. And his dad is like engaged to Brittany for life.
Oh, that was the best part. He kept talking about his dad's fiance. I'm like, she's an Instagrammer. Like I know her.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's just all good stuff. It's really the golden age of television, people. Like we're just living in a time like the housewives are coming back. It's really exciting.
It's the golden age of reality television.
Yeah.
Actually, if you watch the Emmys, they'll have you think it's the
and
golden age
such
of
amazing
television.
news that I just feel like not everybody is aware of.
What?
Riverdale comes back tomorrow, and Dynasty comes back on Friday.
Dynasty.
Ben and I spoke about Riverdale coming back yesterday.
Oh, okay. But did you talk about how Dynasty's coming back?
No, because I'm just so excited. And
Ben doesn't watch Dynasty.
Right, but
and
it's
I don't know
back
what to
on
do.
Friday. Is Liam alive? I don't know.
I think he is.
He better be. I'll riot in the streets.
Wow.
She will.
If you're not in the Dynasty's Facebook group, you should hit it up. It's pretty lit. We love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Wow, that was only an hour, but like feels like we've been sitting here for 6 hours because we covered so much ground.
We really did.
Yeah.
I think we talked faster than ever.
Tickets available to my shows. I'm hitting LA, San Diego, San Francisco all next week. West Coast Week. Tickets available at girlwithnojob.com. Thank you so much for listening to The Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show where we go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment. You know what to do. We're also available as a podcast, which you know if you're listening to us as a podcast right now. We're available on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Public Radio, IR Radio, all the radios, all the places. Castbox. So feel free to subscribe over there, leave a review over there, leave 5 stars about how beautiful, smart, and funny we are. We love you guys so much. We hope you have an amazing day, and we will see you tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe to our Patreon channel, www.com.
Wait, not tomorrow.
Oh my God, no, tomorrow's Yom Kippur.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
We'll see you on Thursday.
Thursday. I hope everyone has an easy and meaningful fast. Gmar Chatima Tova. Reflect on your sins. If you said something mean about me this year, apologize to God because I read it and it hurt my feelings.
But I forgive you.
But I do. I forgive you. If I did anything to offend anyone this year, it's too fucking bad. Love you guys. Gmar Chatima Tova. Not happy Yom Kippur. I'll see you on the other side Thursday where we'll all be looking much slimmer.
No, but we won't because it doesn't even work like that. It's not even a diet aid.
Not at all. It's actually the opposite.
A hindrance.